Hi, I'm Cheryl Casoni. Welcome to Tech Take. And have you ever taken a look at your Facebook or Twitter feed and seen a story about the latest conflicts in Gaza or Iraq, and immediately following, a friend has posted a photo of their cat playing a piano? How can we focus our attention on things that matter when a few pixels away from a photo of a blown-up school, there's a link to the latest BuzzFeed article? CEO of Ericho Communications, Eric Yaverbaum, is here to help us make sense of the often disorienting juxtaposition between lighthearted fun and dark, grim reality that really does populate social media feeds. So, it really is interesting how this has kind of just been happening really in the last year or so. Why are we seeing such a mix on things like Facebook, which is supposed to be, I thought, for fun?
Well, that's what most people think, and most people go to Facebook for, fun. But 78% of them now, which is a high number, click on news links. So you're seeing things like, the conflict in the Middle East, and you got 100 million, posts, 100 million. Like, that's not insignificant. So, but you can look at all different sorts of social media and see, what do they think about that? It's amazing. When I follow Twitter, what Twitter says about Facebook is, oh, it's great. My friends have figured out how to solve the crisis in the Middle East, and it's simple. Right next to the, funny cat video. But it's very much of a mind bender. How do you, reconcile a cat video and, the Middle East conflict side by side?
But we don't have this problem really on Twitter as much as we do on Facebook.
No,
I think that's why is that then?
Well, well, first of all, Twitter is, it's 180 characters. There's not a whole lot you can do. To me, Twitter it almost precedes everything in the news. It almost breaks news first, and then you'll watch the networks follow. Facebook is a completely different animal, but Facebook, most people really are there, the whopping majority, for pleasure, not for hardcore news. Yet hardcore news is now getting, clicks and posts because of Facebook. And basically what's happening is, of all the social networks, Facebook is winning what's called the referral war. They're the ones who are referring more people to mainstream media and real news stories than any other social medium.
Well, that's the question here then, too. I mean, is this a bad thing for Facebook in particular? I mean, obviously we can do what we want, but they've got to be tracking our activities. We know they are. We know they're watching what we do. They're trying to get our contacts through Messenger. So is this a good or a bad thing for Facebook overall?
Facebook loves it. More, debate, more people, more traffic, more engagement, more minutes. I mean, the referral war that they're winning, which can be judged in a lot of different ways. When we click over to, say, a mainstream newspaper, we click over, we spend about a minute and a half. If we go there directly, we spend about 4 minutes. So one might make the argument that when I'm really interested and I go there directly, I'm spending more time on it. But then I see new things popping up all the time. Saving America, which they're in beta, they're not even out yet, is the entire country town hall. It's where everybody can go and talk about issues, and maybe not post their funny cat videos.
Now, what about, I think it's interesting that we're seeing this in Facebook, because from what I've understood, for Facebook in particular, really, no one wants to leave and go to other sites. They want to stay on Facebook and look at, maybe a picture or a post from a friend, but they don't want to leave Facebook. So are Facebook users actually alienating their friends by putting up, click on this link that takes you to this site and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to do that off my phone.
You're at a network that talks about politics, and I've been here for a decade talking about it myself. It's not a popular topic at the dinner table or in social media. So, yeah, it's causing a lot of friction. Now I have to see what all my friends, quick and easy solutions are to the Middle East that I don't think are so quick and easy, and I don't really agree with. But that's really not why I'm going to Facebook. But I do see that. But Facebook loves it.
Well, what would your advice be to those that are watching and saying, well, you know what, I don't want to see politics on my Facebook page. I want to see cat videos. What do you say?
Well, one is you don't have a choice, because when you go to your page, you're going to see both. They're both going to be side by side, and it's hard to figure out, well, how much priority do I give to one over the other? Or can I just ignore the other? To me, Facebook is not a place to go to get real news. However, 78% of people that go to it are getting real news. Personally, I say ignore it, and if you want to talk about it at the dinner table, I certainly want to talk about it on Facebook.
All right. Well, Eric, thank you very much. An interesting take from you, of course, on all things Facebook. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
For more on this topic, be sure to follow Eric on Twitter at Really Averbaum, and check out his site, erichopr.com. For FoxNews.com's Tech Take, I'm Cheryl Casoni.